Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup, and this is where you are still getting your weekly dose of local football action in 2025. Andrew, new year, new goals?
Yeah, new goals. More goals. I need more goals in my team, but new goals.
Yeah.
Welcome to everyone. Hopefully everybody had a blessed and safe New Year's. And yeah, 2025 hopefully will be a lot bigger year for us.
Yeah.
You know, last year we had our 100th show.
You see, we didn't have years, what we're going to say.
It was our 100th show last year. Hopefully by the end of next year we'll have our 200th show.
No, we should
So
have.
moving.
In maths is just that way.
Portuguese accounting, well, we should have
We'll work it out. Then you must give the...
but yeah, I mean, we celebrate a lot of things in 2024.
Yeah, can we do that?
Yeah, let's have a recap. Yeah.
Okay, firstly, after the show, I think it was in March.
Yes.
That was fantastic, was live. And just on that, we're looking to do more of that.
Yes.
Hopefully the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Right, next best thing was
the Super Cup. Our Super Cup grew. We had a lot more teams. We had ladies, the girls division this year, which we're looking to grow again this year.
Yeah.
I think that was a great achievement for us. I think seeing how the Super Cup has grown.
You know,
last year's edition I thought was
there's almost a part of me that don't really want to talk about it too much also.
Yeah, no,
because it was like so good, and it's like so. You wanna, it's not even where we want to be yet.
No, sure.
It's on the way, but you know, there's so many other factors, outside factors, that also influence certain things, and you know, I just don't want to talk about it. But yeah, Super Cup, top class. We want to say big thanks to Pequeno for coming in, big time, and helping out at last year's tournament. And then there was other obviously small things in the season that we obviously covered normally, the leagues and so on. The third division again.
Yes.
ABC, the whole debacle about the two streams again continuing.
Correct. Yeah, we had that. We had the regional third division starting up. We had the playoffs. We were at the playoffs. You came to support us there.
I drove all the way to Pled.
Thankfully,
stress.
We got through. Yeah, stressy over here. And I think we did a lot more interviews last year. We're looking at doing that more shows this year and more interaction with you guys. So and I think to me also our YouTube subscribers, Facebook, all growing all the time.
I'm noticing something. I've just seen Andrew now for the first time since last.
I'm more blessed.
You got a fade?
Yes, I do. Check.
Did you change your barber?
Yeah.
I've
got tell my players this is called a bless fade.
Bless fade. Okay, well done.
Because it's mostly bless and then a bit of a fade.
A bit of a fade. Well done.
Thanks.
Congrats to the new.
Maybe soon I'll be like you and just shave it off, but it's fine, we're getting there. This is what the stress of coaching in the ABC does to you.
Anyway, we're off the point.
Yeah, we're off the point.
Yeah. So then also obviously one good thing was the Salt River ladies doing well.
Yes.
We had a fantastic Bale.
Yes.
We had a fantastic Engine.
Correct.
All the
and UCT ladies getting promotion.
Yeah.
To the Hollywood Bets League. I mean, it's an amazing year for Cape Town football.
Yeah.
And I think this year, will be bigger and better.
Yeah. And I think obviously we want to look at continuing bringing more information through to you guys. Also, what is going to change is the weekly roundup, where it will take a different format, but we're not going to talk too much about that. There's going to be a lot more interviews with coaches and so on. But yeah. Is that done for the...
I think we can go into the show. People are waiting to find out whatever.
Okay, so we obviously missed, if you were a regular watcher, is that a word, a watcher? If you're a regular watcher of the show, you would have missed that. We actually missed the last show last year.
They were all too busy.
Yeah, it was just life. End of the year.
Yeah, everybody knows about that.
Yeah. So we're going to do that now, obviously. So obviously we had, I think it was double headers. We're going to go over the results on the third division.
Yeah, there were a lot of results. Let's do that first.
You want to do that first or the ABC?
No, let's do the ABC. There were two games, both involved Vasco. The Saturday we played Zizwe. It was basically Zizwe top of the table, came into Power Park. Very, very nice game. I think for those that were there, it was very good. We had a nice big crowd. Yeah. It was end to end. We lost the player. The player got a red card early in the game. I think it was like 8 or 9 minutes in. We still took the lead with 10 men against Zizwe, which I thought was good. We created a lot of chances. We went 1-0 up at half time. Tried to hold on because they were coming. Very good team, Zizwe. They equalised and then they got a penalty with about 15 minutes to go. And they won it 2-1, so it was our first loss. But yeah, I think we learned lessons from that game. I think from Vasco point of view, from a coaching point of view, we learned a lot of lessons. And I think, listen, very good team, Zizwe. I've got to say, a very good team. Well coached, very well drilled. And then the Monday, we also played Young Bafana away in Strand. We drew 1-1. Young Bafana went 1-0 up late in the game, 88th minute.
Okay.
And we equalised the 96th minute. The ref added on 8 minutes. The ball kept on going out of the field into the leads and everything. And we equalised. We had numerous amounts of chances, Shamiel. That's why I said at the beginning of the show, I need more goals. But we're going to get there. I think everybody's going to start from the same footing. There's some early games, catch-up games on the 18th, which we'll obviously preview next week's show. But yeah, at the moment, Zizwe top of the stream. In the one stream, Hanover Park, top on goal difference in stream B.
Yeah.
So I think those are the teams to look out for in the when the second phase, I call it second phase, starts. Transfer window opens next Tuesday, so a lot of teams might change players. It's going to be interesting times in the ABC.
Yeah, not probably they are going to be some changes there.
Yeah.
We've already noticed some changes there.
My only change I've got is the fade.
It's a good change.
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, so that is it for the ABC then. So we're obviously going to concentrate today on the third division because there's fixtures taking place this weekend also in the third division.
So for all of you back on from holiday and you think you're bored at home, I'm going to give you some games to watch.
Right, let's go over the results. Obviously this is not only, but we're going to do it. December the 13th, am I right with the date?
Yep.
Right, okay, so we had Diadora and Clover. Good win there for Diadora.
Yes.
Was expected, I think.
Yeah, I expected Diadora flying high.
YMO and Good Hope. 4-1 win for YMO.
Yes, I did say YMO, very good team. They haven't hit the straps. I think that was a good result to get momentum for them.
Yeah. Then Camps Bay and Premier United, 0-0 draw. It's probably a fair result for both teams.
Yeah, I think the field conditions, I know I spoke with one or two Premier guys and they said it was very tough that night, the field conditions, but I think...
That's Salt River.
Yeah, it's Salt River. I think Camps Bay are a team at home, they'll pick up a lot of points.
Yeah. Saxon Rovers and Ocean View, 2-2 draw.
Yeah, Saxons were ahead.
That for me is a good result for Ocean View. Away from home?
Yes. Ocean View had a good start.
Yeah. Much better than last
season. Last season they only stayed up because Vasco got promoted. But I think this year their plans have been in place. I think the continuity, the coaching, everything there has put them in a good position.
And then Silver Spurs and Jomo's 4-0 win for Spurs. That's a good win to finish.
Good win. I thought Jomo's was starting to pick up a bit of momentum, and then obviously that result has basically stopped that.
Yes, one is not surprising but unexpected a bit for me. Wanderers 5. It's okay they won 5, but 5-2 against Greenwood.
Yeah, listen, Wanderers are tough to beat at home. Yeah. We watched them a few times, very good team, good youngsters.
But Greenwood's up there.
Greenwood have a lot of experience. We played them in a net bank, very good players. I still think in my mind, once Greenwood have a run of fixtures with continuity with players, they'll get better, yeah.
Okay.
I think they got the team to be contenders.
And then Trinity's having a good win here against Shell, so I need to know. But was it Itzig? We did talk about the field and the grass.
And the grass and AstroTurf, that's why they train on AstroTurf and play on AstroTurf. But Trinity's have been picking up results quietly, eh? They've had some good away draws. This weekend we'll get to their game, because it's a very good game if you want to go out there and watch. But I think Trinity's have a good stable set of experienced players they've always had over the last 5 or 6 years, and that has given them the stability.
And then a good win for Antalyaspor against Matroosfontein.
Yeah.
2-1. We were Antalyaspor.
Antalyaspor were flying, hit the handbrake for a couple of results, and now they're coming. No, it's also a very good team. Youngsters, very good youngsters in that team.
Diadora, okay, so obviously it was a double in the fixture.
Yeah, so Sunday.
So Diadora up against YMO, 2-2.
Like I said, YMO, I think, will come right. I think they got the squad, man, and I think Diadora obviously are the favourites. Very good team, very good squad. I still predict that they are the team to beat. Them in Cape Town City, and I think, I don't think it was a bad result for Diadora. I don't think you like to lose against teams who you think you're going to compete against.
Yeah.
But I do think they would have expected to win at home.
Yeah, I think so too. Then Greenwood up against Silver Spurs, 2-2 draw there.
And the Greenwood again at home. Yo, guys, come on, do me a favour, man. No, but I think, listen, Silver Spurs started to pick up some points. They had a bad start. They're always tough to beat. No matter which Silver Spurs you play against, it's always tough to beat them. Greenwood at home, I think, they need to make Solo Street
like a fortress.
Fortress of note. They need to pick up from now on. They need to basically win all their home games. But I think they'll come out. I think this break might be good for them to get a bit more focus. I don't know. I'm not in the caps. I don't know if the Nedbank result had some sort of negative thing to them. But I think they should have just, dusted it off and focus on the third division. I still think they're going to be in the top 3.
Yeah. And then Clover and Cape Town City, 4-3, a lot of goals, 7 goals in that game, eh? But Cape Town City getting a
Sure, I never expected it to be so close. Yeah. I thought City would, but listen, going to Mandalay, it's not easy. And I think teams like Clover, teams like Camps Bay, Good Hope, those are the teams that at home they need to pick up points.
Yeah. And that's where they put everything in also, especially the
and they get the support as well.
Yeah. And then Ocean View and Camps Bay, just talking about Camps Bay losing their 2-0 to Ocean View, that's a good win.
Ocean View at home.
Good.
I think Ocean View at home are going to be very tough.
Yeah.
I remember going there last season with Vasco, and even though we won the game 3-1, it was the first half an hour it was very tough. And the crowd come. They get good support there at Ocean View.
Yeah. Then Goal 50 and Wanderers 1-all draw. That's a good draw for both sides there.
Yeah, I think it's a good draw for Wanderers away. I think Goal 50 also a type of team at home. They will do well at home. So it's good to see that they're keeping that up. Yeah.
Good Hope FC against Trinis. Good Hope getting a 2-1 win over Trinis.
Yeah, I never saw that. I mean, we're just talking about Trinis and how consistent they've been. But listen, like I said, teams like Good Hope Clove, I didn't even know that result.
Yeah.
You know, at home they need to pick up points.
And then Matroos and Premier United 0-0 draw there.
Yeah, Premier got 2 draws on the weekend. Matroosfontein are tough to beat at home there. And I think Matroosfontein are slowly but surely hovering around the top 5, top 6.
Also a young team, eh?
Very young. So that's what I'm saying. Them and Antalyaspor, I think this year is going to be a good experience for them.
And also you're probably going to see now the influence of the Bale coming up, because a lot of those players are also in the Bale. So you might have a bit of inconsistencies as it comes closer. Because obviously they start looking after the players and so on. But yeah, let's see what happens there. Then Jomo's up against Saxon Rovers. This was a good win. 3-0 win over Saxon for Jomo's in Atlantis.
Yeah, Saxons have had a tough start to the season.
Saxon at Saxon C.
Yeah, Saxon at Saxon C. Yeah, they saw the sea. Yeah, they saw the sea. Yeah. Now listen, I think, you know, I don't know how to gauge what's happening at Saxons. I think last year they ended up second to Vasco. They pushed us all the way till the end. I think they've lost a bit of experience. I do know that, and they've got a lot of new unders, new youngsters, and I think they're just going to take some time. They've got a very good coach. Coach Zari, we know, is a very excellent coach. I mean, he's won the Coke Cup. He's got promotion for Woodlands when he was there. So a very good coach. I just think they just need a bit of stability. And maybe, like I said, this break also, they're kind of team that coming back from the break, you might watch their results.
And then the last result there, JL Zwane against Antalyaspor. JL Zwane, also a young team, beating them 2-0. That's a good win for JL Zwane.
Yeah, no, Antalyaspor, I think those youngsters will learn lessons. There's certain places you go to, you're going to just have to grind out results. And I think Zwane at home again, we know Zulu and these boys, they're tough to beat.
Yeah, Zulu said to me early in the season, watch out for my team. So Zulu, we're still watching, eh?
Yeah, we're watching. I'm
watching.
I'm waiting for the game against Wanderers. I think that'll be a great game to go on.
Yeah, that's it. Double-header done. Right, so now we're going to look at the fixtures.
Julius making me moe.
Camps Bay up against Matroosfontein on Friday night. First game up.
It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
I think Matroos will give them a good game. I think Camps Bay, they need to pick up points.
Yeah. Then, you know, that's the nice thing about restarting also. So you, like, some teams that had momentum might now have lost it. Some teams that didn't have momentum, sort of like putting everything in, and you might see some changes. So
it also depends on when they start training, because it's been quite a difficult period, I think, with New Year's being last week. Some teams would have had a break, some teams would have continued. So it's interesting to see the first. You're going to find a lot of funny results in the first week.
YMO up against Cape Town City at Cambridge Road in Holmes.
Oh, that's a good one. Friday night, 7:30. Is it 7:30 Friday night?
7:30, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good game to go and watch. I think there's another good game which we'll get to, but I think that game, if you're in that area, go up there.
You do anything with City or YMO? Experience versus youth?
I might go with YMO. I'll tell you why. The field.
YMO.
Yeah, YMO. Why? I'll tell you why. MO.
Yeah.
I think the field conditions will suit them more than City. I think they train on there. It's not. It's a bit of a bumpy field, and the wind. The wind there. I grew up in that area. The wind can pump there.
Yeah.
So I think.
Blows your hair away.
Yeah, it does. It did. But no, honestly, I think it's going to be a tough one. I actually think it's YMO.
Okay. Silver Spurs up against Goal 50. That's going to be tough.
I think Silver Spurs.
Saxon Rovers up against Greenwood. At Royal.
That's the game that I think I will go and watch. I think I want to see if Saxons can reboot. Greenwood too. I think both teams are looking for a bit of consistency, I think, in results. I think Saxons are always tough to beat at home. Greenwood also a team coming from AstroTurf to grass. The field is quite heavy there at Saxons. And I think, it's going to be interesting. I think it's tight, eh? It could be a draw.
Tight, okay. Ocean View up against Jomo's.
Sure, Jomo's got to travel far, eh?
Yeah,
and Lancaster to Ocean View on a Friday night.
If Ocean View continue their form, then
I think Ocean View at home.
Yeah. Premier up against Giles Zwane.
Sure, man.
With Stanford Road.
And it's AstroTurf, so it won't affect Zwane too much. I think that'll be a nice game. I think both teams, like to play football. Don't be surprised if Zwane get a result.
I actually expect them to get a result. Yeah. Then on Saturday, Wanderers up against Clover. That's going to be Wanderers all the way for me.
I think Wanderers will be too good.
And that match taking place at Browns Farm. 1:30.
Yeah, I think they played Greenwood the last game, also at Browns Farm.
Yeah. And then Trinitarians up against the
See, now that's the game I was talking about earlier when I said, this is it. Trini's at home, Eitzig.
Yeah.
Ooh, Deodora.
Now they're going to be tested.
Deodora train on AstroTurf, NY116, that's their home ground. I think it's going to be a test. I think Trini's have a lot of streetwise players that have been in this league a number of years. I think Dulvie have the quality, we know that. We know the kind of players that they have there in the squad, and the results speak for themselves. But I think Saturday will be a test.
Okay.
And I think, I said watch Trinis.
And then the last one there, Antalyaspor up against Good Hope FC.
Yeah, I think
don't think Good Hope's made any changes.
Listen, they beat Trinis last game.
Yeah.
At home. But now they've got to go to Antalyaspor, and I think those youngsters have been training all the way through. I know they've been preparing for Bayer also.
Yep.
So those youngsters have been playing all the way through. They're going to be fit.
Yeah.
Depending on how fit Good Hope are, I think Antalyaspor is going to squeak that one
I
out.
also think for Antalyaspor there. Right, that's it for this week,
Yeah.
Kent. There's more matches obviously next weekend. If you want to check out all that results that we've just spoken about and the fixtures coming up and the logs, www.thefourthmoment.co.za.
Can we announce the log so far as it stands after 5?
Yes, wait, I'm getting
okay,
there.
I'm just checking. You know, it's just a new format.
It is bright. Okay, as I was saying, the log, third division. Top of the log is Cape Town City.
How many games? How many points?
8 games, 21 points.
Good.
Do you want to know a second?
Theodore, I'm guessing.
Go to the website and check it out. Okay, so top of the log, Cape Town City, 21 points. Theodora second with 17 points, 7 matches played.
They've got a game in hand.
Got a game in hand, yeah. And they'll still be 1 point behind if they do win it, if obviously Cape Town City continues. Third, Wanderers, 8 matches played, 16 points. Trinis in fourth, 8 matches played, 13 points.
Wow.
And Greenwood in fifth spot with 13 points.
Told you, it's look, the third division, you know, it's 8 games in, there's still 26 games to go, anything can happen. That's why I said if a team has a run of 5 or 6 wins, they suddenly fly up the log.
Of the, you know, with so much experience in the third division, of the match 10, that's when you look at this log. That's when you look at this log.
You start looking at the teams that start getting consistent, the teams getting results. It's going to be interesting. Bottom is very interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say to you now, okay, so you obviously looked at the log already.
No, I didn't actually.
So Good Hope 5 points, Clover 5 points, Saxon 6 points, Camps Bay 6 points, and that's the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. All on
the reason why I always say the bottom is interesting because in this league you always find it's concertina. There's never a bottom team that's drifted away.
Yeah.
So there's always every week. That's why it's so competitive. The bottom teams can beat the top teams because they're all fighting for the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to start looking. I think by about game week 20 we can start talking about teams who can see that they're struggling.
Yeah. And if you win 16th spot and you get a win. And the teams above you don't, you like jump to the mid-table.
Yeah, I remember last year when we looked at Camps Bay and they were in the relegation zone, we were thinking, sure, they're in trouble. I think they won 3 games in a row, and all of a sudden they were mid-table. Like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very interesting, the third division, and to make it even more interesting, between top and bottom is only 16 points.
Yeah.
With 26 games to go, that's still a possibility. So even teams who might strengthen now in the transfer window, they could go on a nice run of 6 or 7 wins, and the top teams draw. You got
talk about quickly transfer window for third division. It's also in January.
They're starting on the 15th is theirs, which is next Wednesday, and then the ABC start next Tuesday, the 14th, and they're both for a month until Valentine's Day. So it's a day of love. You're either going to sign guys or you're not going to sign guys. And also you might love who you sign.
Okay. I think that's it for us. How long have we gone?
Joe.
Do we have a quick 5 minutes? So looking at the log quickly, just for the logs. ABC, Motsepe, Western Cape A. Zizwe top of the log as we said, 19 points. Grassy Park, second spot, 9 matches played, 16 points. And then Crystal Palace in third spot, 8 matches played, 15 points. And then ABC, Western Cape, Motsepe B, Nova Park, your old club, 17 points, 9 matches. Oriented Birds, 17 points, 9 matches. Royal Blues in third, 8 matches played, 17 points.
Yeah, and don't forget Santos.
Fourth, 7 matches played, 14 points.
Yeah, that stream B is...
The stream is hectic.
That stream is hectic, but the good thing about Hanover Park is they don't have to go to Beaufort in the second round. They've played all 3 Beaufort teams away.
Well, they're done.
They're done, and I think that's going to be what tilts it in their favour because they're going to have a lot of home games that they should win.
How do you think, just quickly on this last, before we end, this new streams, obviously now with the 12, you know, there was a lot of talk about it before, blah blah blah. In terms of football wise, forget about anything else.
Yeah, I think in the stream A it was mostly the Cape Town teams and Dias Leeds. Very, very competitive. I think anybody can beat anybody, and that's what you want in the ABC. You want the best of the best. It's very difficult, that stream. I think as a coach, you never take it easy thinking of this week. Where in stream B, there might be a couple of games where you could actually rest some players and rotate squads, which makes it difficult. But I think, listen, if you look at the logs and you look at the teams that got given the franchises, where they are on the logs,
that's what I want to get at.
if you look at Dias Leeds in ours, when I say our stream A, they got 0 points. You look at the other stream, There's a team from Beaufort Ubuntu Spartans that are struggling in there. There's a team from Oudtshoorn also struggling in there, infantry school. So, listen, I can't argue for or against them getting the franchise, but I think let the logs speak for themselves.
Yeah.
And I think, 2 teams go down in each stream. So you could have the point where the one who got it in stream A could go down, that got given a franchise, and 2 in the other streams. So over years, we end up back in a scenario where it's strength versus strength. But at this point in time, I think even those teams, there's no big results. Only, Dice Leeds have had a couple of bad results, but I think they might come right now with the transfer window. But listen, it's still stream A, extremely competitive.
Okay. And then obviously, before we go, there's also the Nedbank Cup draw. You guys are obviously, as Vasco is involved in that. You guys going up, or some of you guys going up to be at the draw?
Yeah, hopefully our owner will be there. Last 32 draw, Thursday the 9th.
I think I asked you this question before, but
at 6:30.
Who do you want to draw?
I want to draw. It depends. If I want to draw, the rest of the club might not want to draw. I just like a home draw. I think it would be nice for the people of Cape Town to come and support us. They know the kind of football we play nice football. Yeah. So we'd like to get the people to come out and support the community club in the Nedbank. I think that's a dream of, we're representing every LFA team that's out there. We're not just representing ourselves. Yeah. And I think that's important to acknowledge. And obviously if we get a home draw, we'll try and make the tickets as affordable as possible, try and get people to fill the stadium. And listen, at this point, my coaches joke with me that I'm really not serious about it, but I'm actually not worried who we draw. I think it's an experience for the players and us as coaches more than anything. But a home draw would be nice. If it's Chiefs Private, Sundowns, I'm happy.
Okay, we'll see. So that draw is taking place on Thursday.
Yes, the 9th, 6:30 on Supersport 202.
So next week we'll chat about
it.
And we'll find out who the Vasco Giant Slayers are going to slay.
Sure. Pressure.
Pressure? You got a fade now, you must take the pressure.
No, I took the spade,
yeah.
Fade, yeah.
Okay, next week?
Yeah.
Okay, and so before we go, we're going to say big up thanks to Pequeno, our panel sponsor, and also GSM Roofing for helping us put out the content. And until next week, before we go, please like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. The goal I want to make this year, Andrew, is at least at YouTube subscribers to increase a bit. So guys, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, go to YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Instagram, go to YouTube, subscribe.
You get all the family, the whole family. I know I've got friends that got lots of people in the family, like 30, 40 people. So please get the families subscribing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Until next week. Cheers.